Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mortanius, and we are back with a bit of an impromptu stream, folks. Another episode of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition on the Xbox Series X. Time of recording is 6:41 p.m. Friday, May 30th, 2025. When we last left off, we had managed to finally finish off the last bits of excuse me. Jumping the gun. The Overlord DLC, and managed to free ourselves one particular prisoner of both the Geth hive mind and apparently his psychotic nut job of a brother. Now we're just in the process of conducting one last mission for the Mass Effect 2 series. One last DLC we've got to do. Apparently Admiral Hackett gave us a job and gave it to us a while back. Now we're in the process of solving that. So if you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, just give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube, follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And for some reason, I have no idea why it is, it's not registering, but for some reason I can't add my Discord to my Twitch despite the fact of the link being active. But if you folks happen to be on my YouTube, or if you happen to spot my Xbox profile, just look for my Discord link and wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this. Aratat, the Bahak system. Bast Zuda, that is a name and a half, boy. Klogan. Or Clog On. Urdmola. Urdmola. Yunaka. Now, as we had already established, this Dr. Kenson, who is a friend of Admiral Hackett, seemed to be missing in Batarian space, hence our current location. Apparently she found something relating to our problem, and we need to figure this out on top of rescuing a friend. So yeah, here we go. Now the thing about this mission, it's a black op, which means the only one going is me. Are my shields actually 407? Good lord. Yeah, it has to be, because my barrier will jump it up to 6 something. Alright, let's go. Amazing that nobody found that or even saw it happening or heard it. 407 legit. Huh, okay. Wasn't sure if something funny was going on.
Access is restricted. Enter authorization code.
Nah. I think I just cut the power. Okay. Varen. All right.
They've seen us. Batarians.
I like to save ammo.
Batarians must send their prisoners down here to die. I have to find Dr. Kenson now.
Yeah, I think they do. I think that's the Solarian. It might be human and just missing most of the meat, bone, and sinew. But I don't know, I think those might be Solarians. Kinda wouldn't mind seeing what else is down here, but they never let you, so whatever. Gotta wonder what's killing all the Viren though.
This place is run down, even for a prison.
You hear that gunfire out in the hall? Nope. Me neither. Uh-huh.
Get the humans questioning.
Get your hands off me!
Alright, Doc. Apparently you're close. Understood. Yeah, I didn't think they would. Yeah,
I hear
okay.
humans are scurrying like vermin out in the asteroid belt. Is anywhere safe from them? We should arm a mission to flush them all out.
Okay. Probably not, but I mean, whatever. Why would you listen to a lowly
Now
human?
what's this?
Heavy weapon ammo. Me likey. Me likey a lot. Now, depending on how fast this goes, folks, I might actually start Mass Effect 3 come by the end of the night, but we'll see. This DLC isn't overly long. I want to say it's a little shorter than the first one.
They wanted to slam an asteroid into the mass relay. Can they even do that? What difference does it make? We caught them.
Still makes a difference. And then the question becomes, why would they want to do such a thing if what they said was true, or if what you said was true? Now, when I say Black Op,
They've still got her down in the prison.
it's kind of best not to get into it with them.
Interrogating a human's a waste of time.
I can, but there's no need. Right, it was powering this barrier. Out their doors, back to the Batarians. Now to be sure it doesn't just open automatically on me. Okay. No idea. Don't ask. I don't argue. Oh, there's no way. Hold up. In God's name, they not see me. Guess that one was blind as a bat, because good lord. Yeah, there we go. Good God. You learn not to argue with certain things when it comes to game logic.
No way it would have worked. Relays can't be damaged, much less destroyed. Those humans will do anything to destroy, I swear. We have to make this one an example to the others. We can't respond kindly to terrorists. There's a shuttle incoming. Clear the hangar bay. Fire!
What? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, Lord. That's funny. JJP, welcome to the game, welcome to the chat. Thanks for stopping through.
There's a shuttle incoming. Clear the hangar bay.
Yeah, 1 second. Top left. Oh, Lord. How did that happen? First time playing? Nope. Big fan of the series.
I heard an artifact.
First time streaming it, but
Think the humans got it? If they did, they'd have swarmed in and put flags all over it.
yeah, I played all of them. Replaying the trilogy with mods, huh? Cool. That's weird. For some reason, when you comment, it's only showing up on the actual app. I'm not seeing it on my screen like I usually do. I don't know what's going on in that regard. I do not like that. Never mind in that. I'll have to figure it out later.
We can use this.
Yes, we can. How many survivors remain? We know Kenson still kicks.
This one's apparently the mastermind. If she doesn't talk, kill her.
Time to do something a little goofy.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Dr. Kenson, I'm Commander Shepard. I'm here to get you out.
Commander Shepard? I'd heard you were alive. Hackett must have received my message.
He did, or at least something. So we'll figure out the rest of that as we go. But first, Doc.
We're not safe here. Can you walk?
I'm fine. Just give me a moment.
We have to go.
There it is.
Now.
If we can find a console, I can hack security. Make us an escape path.
Then we'll find one. Go.
Ready.
I mean, I think you could have left him sleeping, but whatever. I'm not upset. As you can see, she's an
Right behind
engineer. You can't level her up. She's obviously not a squad member. And she's only using the Shuriken machine pistol, which you start out with, so yay.
This is a cell block. There should be a security console here somewhere.
Oh, right. I forgot about this part.
Yes!
Someone's enthusiastic about battle. Nice catch. I didn't even tell you to do it. Bye now. Yep.
No problem.
Whoa. Probably. Yeah, still cost him. That's alright. Alright, Doc. That's genius level thinking right there.
Enemy down! Deploying flammable!
Got no
What?
shield!
Enemy down!
Okay.
Got it. No problem. Following you.
Alright. No save. Irritating.
They know we're here. Keep them off me while I hack us way out.
Push the teams to cell block now.
Of course. I wondered where they start first and could not remember.
They're coming through that door in the back. Lock it down.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Nah, I didn't want to shut that door before more came through. Nah. Should've took cover.
They know we're here. Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Oh, they're making me redo this again. That's alright.
We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming up from below.
Okay. Was that you saying they were coming from this door that I just shut and then they're coming from below? Or was that coming from that door over there and then coming from below? It is important.
Other side, go.
Okay. That lets me know exactly what I needed to know. Wait a minute, wait. Oh, okay.
Go into cover.
Oh, okay. I was hoping I wouldn't be close enough to that. I actually forgot to switch my weapons for this. Oh, well, bye then. Oh, you got your shields online just in time.
All doors to the hangar. Still need more time.
Oh, well. Okay. Sticks sure loves to lock it up at moments like this. Might just look into getting a new one.
Bringing down their orbital tracking network.
Right.
Watch the other side. More enemies on the elevators.
You hid just in time. I was gonna let you get pulled out to the center.
Taking fire.
Bad spot. Where the lack of shoulder swap in Mass Effect has always been painful.
There's an elevator that leads up to the hangar. I'll bring it down to us. Almost done.
Yeah, this is probably finna kill me. No cover around. I'll be able to get to fast enough. Whoa. Yep.
They know we're here. Keep them off me
Oh my God, game.
while I hack us a way out.
Suppress the teams to cell block. Now.
Whoa. Oh, okay. You know, yeah, y'all go ahead and do that. Good God.
They know we're
All
here.
right.
Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Suppress the teams to cell block. Now.
Shield down.
Whoa. Okay, fine. I won't be
They know we're
courteous
here.
with you.
Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Suppress the teams to cell block. Now.
Nope. Why don't you stay right now?
We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming through that door in the back. They're coming up from below. Other side, go.
I'm like, I see you on my map.
Unlocking all doors. Still need more time.
Jesus, I thought that was the other one. Off the wall, off the wall, off the cover. Come on now. Thank God things are simple in the next two games in that regard.
Bringing down their orbital tracking network. Watch the other side. More enemies on the elevators.
Shield set.
There's an elevator that leads up to the hangar. I'll bring it down to us. Almost done.
What? I don't even know where that stray shot came from. That's irritating. That should not have even happened. Fine.
Force the teams to cell block. Now.
Not what I would have done, but I'm smart.
We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming through that. They're coming up from below. Other side, go.
You may free fall. You have my blessing.
Unlocking all doors to the hangar. Still need more time.
Whoa, wait, what? Oh, guess they were able to see me at that angle. That's alright. Understandable.
Shield down.
What the?
Bringing down their orbital traffic
Did I
network.
hit him and cause him to throw his grenade backwards or something?
Watch the other side. More enemies on the elevators.
He's coming out. You don't? Alright, I guess you do. Okay, there it is again. Hold on. Alright. You need to get down. At no time is that right, or cool, or tolerable. Okay. And there goes his shields.
There's an elevator that leads up to the hangar. I'll bring it down to us. Almost done.
Be gone, Pat. It was supposed to knock you off, but all right. They really don't like being hit by my biotics, do they? Oh, okay. They're gonna do me like that. There we go. Haven't picked up any more ammo since I got in here. And did he shoot me through the wall?
That did it. Let's
Don't know
move.
where he's at. I was gonna say I don't know where he's at, so I'll just collect ammo. Get back to it. Ugh. It was a mess and a half. Area can be frustrating, but not usually that frustrating.
Oh, one last thing. The hangar doors are hard locked. We'll have to get those open the old-fashioned way.
Leave that to me.
Weird cutscene. Why even bother?
Reloading.
The box?
Impressive.
I ain't pleased. Sometimes. Whoa. Now you have a locust? Alright. Switch to it, cause
Switch up!
Good call.
oh yeah, I know.
Right in the eyes. Got it.
That's what you call his eyes, huh? I don't know why I'm bothering collecting ammo. We're done. Oh well.
Heads up. No problem.
Okay. Want to be sure that didn't knock me out my cover. know if that hitbox works. Bad spot.
Shield.
Okay.
Gotcha!
I guess the hitbox does work to an extent.
Got it.
Okay, you starting to get on my nerves, dude. No. We ain't doing none of that. Okay. Guess we ain't taking cover either.
Switch up!
Done. Following you.
Doesn't like barbecue Batarian.
Engaging autopilot. We should be well out of range before they get their security measures unscrambled.
Do you think they'll come after you?
I'm not taking any chances. Batarians don't take kindly to humans who plan to destroy their mass relays.
So the charges against you are true.
Well, to be fair, that's about half the story. My people and I were here investigating rumors of Reaper technology out in the fringes of this system.
I guess you found something.
We found proof that the Reapers will be arriving
about that.
in this system. When they get here, they'll use its mass relay to travel throughout the galaxy. We call it the Alpha Relay. From here, the Reapers can invade anywhere in the galaxy.
So you decided to destroy it.
Exactly. Doing that would stop the Reapers' invasion. Even at FTL speeds, it'd be months or years before they got to the next relay. We came up with what we just called the Project. A plan to launch a nearby asteroid into the relay and destroy it before the Reapers could arrive. Of course, the resulting explosion would probably wipe out the system.
That sounds about right. Such power.
How did you plan to launch an asteroid into a mass relay?
Not
Moving
hard.
an asteroid just requires thrust and guidance, which are readily available in Omega's salvage yards. Get the right amount of power and a good VI to drive it, and you can pretty much just point and shoot.
Yep. It's pretty much how most things are.
I've always heard that mass relays are indestructible.
I've heard that too, but I think it's more that nobody's willing to find out what happens when one is destroyed. And,
Understandable.
well, we plan to slam a small planet into the thing at very high speed. By our calculations, that's more than enough.
I can respect that thought process. That usually tends to be more than enough for most situations. But I can understand them being concerned. They would lose potentially lose a relay. They might destroy a system. The energy might cascade through the network. So it's hard to say.
Is the project still operational?
I imagine it is. We were one button press away from launch when the Batarians arrested me.
Why do you think destroying the mass relay would destroy the entire system?
Mass relays are the most powerful Mass Effect engines in the known galaxy. The energy released from a relay's destruction would probably resemble a supernova. This is a remote system, but just over 300,000 Batarians live on the colony where they held us. The explosion would undoubtedly kill them all.
Okay.
How were you caught?
We've been smuggling Starship parts from Omega. Thrusters, guidance, and aftermarket ezo core. The Batarians thought that looked suspicious. A few days ago, I took a few of the men on a scouting trip, and the Batarians pounced on us. They never found our actual base.
Well, at least we end up basically finding out that her people that she went with are dead. Alright. And if they weren't, oh, they're gonna feel the thunder now.
I still don't see how you learned about this supposed invasion.
The evidence came from what we call Object Rho, a Reaper artifact we discovered among the asteroids near the relay itself. When we get back to Arcturus Station, I'll explain everything and provide copies of all our notes on the artifact.
Interesting.
What is a Reaper artifact doing on an asteroid?
We don't know, or even what its purpose is. Some things are just too old or large to comprehend. Even a Reaper thousands of years dead contains power. Their artifacts are worthy of study, regardless of their purpose.
That is not inaccurate thinking. Risky, but most things are. Just be careful. Ugh.
If you're working near a Reaper artifact, how have you avoided indoctrination?
We've been very careful. We know what we're dealing with. You're not speaking to a child, Shepard. I saw what Sovereign did at the Citadel. Trust me, I know what's at stake.
Alright. We'll see.
How exactly does a Reaper artifact give you proof of an impending invasion?
It showed me visions of the Reaper's arrival. Much like your Prothean beacon, I imagine. The Reapers are coming, Commander. That much I know for certain.
The
Interesting.
stakes are too high. If you were willing to destroy a whole system over this, I want to see your proof.
I guess I can't argue with that. Give me a moment. Kenson to Project Base. Affirmative. And I've got Commander Shepard with me.
Shepard? Really?
Tidy up the lab. The Commander needs to confirm the artifact.
Right. I'll get everything set up for your arrival. Project Base out.
All set. Just sit back and relax. We'll be there in no time.
Alright. Seem a little surprised. But considering she was just out and about, I can actually understand that they might not have realized she was captured. He didn't even ask about that, so it didn't seem like he expected her to have problems. Or to have had problems, excuse me. Now, regardless of how all this goes, we will be knocking out
Here we
Mass
are.
Effect 2 right now.
Welcome to Project Base.
What's this?
That's our countdown to arrival. When that gets to 0, the Reapers will have come. Just over 2 days and counting. Puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
Interesting. That is, wonder if I sat here for 2 days, what would happen?
How do you know that's an accurate countdown?
It is. The artifact has been giving off pulses at definite intervals since we found it. The intervals have been decreasing at a steady rate. The artifact is reacting to the Reaper's proximity. In just over 48 hours, the pulses will become constant, and the Reapers will be here.
You're saying the Reapers could be at Earth in 2 days? There's no time to waste.
Then let's show you that proof. That door exits the hangar. The artifact is in our central lab area.
Alright. Let me check something first. Credits. Any new codices for this?
Before the Geth
never did
revolt
read
300
Hastrom's.
years ago, the Quarians colonized Hastrom to study the mysterious instability of its sun, which threatened premature eruption into a red giant. As a scientific outpost of minimal military value, Hastrom was ill-equipped to repel Geth forces during the insurrection and fell quickly under their control. Captured Geth planetary survey data indicates that despite sustaining damage during the war, Hastrom's architecture remains as it was 300 years ago, preserving a Quarian architectural style that no longer exists anywhere else in the galaxy. Because Hastrom's sun has overwhelmed the planet's protective magnetosphere, humans foolhardy enough to venture into Geth-controlled Hastrom must exercise extreme caution. Minutes of radiation exposure will overload shields, and hours of exposure will kill. Furthermore, solar output renders surface-to-orbit communication nearly impossible.
Hours, you say? Well, we wouldn't have been that lucky.
Choke. The
Not going
Drell,
to exactly.
as
Well,
vast
it's
in
the last one of
natural
those.
beauty as it is in threat. The purple and gold nebula called the Perseus Veil forms the natural border between Geth space and the Terminus systems. The Veil's total opacity prevents Council intelligence from surveying Geth activity. Theoretically, the Geth could be preparing a devastating attack against which the Council could be defenseless. Or the Geth could have died out, so that the defense budget against them could be gaining the Alliance nothing but economic ruination. Despite fears of Geth, prospectors do occasionally mount salvage ventures inside the Veil. One ended in tragedy. Using technomental domination, the Geth drew the team into the Veil before aiming them back as husks at the organic society that produced them. A leaked-classified Spectre report claims that the Dreadnought Sovereign, commanded by ex-Spectre Saren Arterius and crewed by Geth, hid near the Veil before initiating the 2183 Citadel attack.
And that's why you'll want to check out some of these audio codecs, the physical codecs as well, but the audio codecs, because they'll actually drop some info that updates over the course of the games.
Solaris
Oh,
with
Jesus.
elaborate
Okay, I'll check those last two out before we actually end the stream. I just have to remember it. I was just hoping there would be something based on what we're doing now. So, Collector's main weapon uses the same principles as a human assault rifle, but its organic components clearly set it apart. The power source seems to be an internal organ with biotic capacitance. Its ammunition resembles pellets of metallic enamel. Really? Jesus, that strips shields off enemies with deadly efficiency. I mean, sure, we'll see. No idea.
Go through the door at the end of that corridor to your left.
Well, that means I want to go right. Currently restricted. Okay, sure, that's fine. Restricted. For no idea.
So what would it take to get the project back up and running?
Everything was in place when we were arrested. It wasn't a question of could we, but should we.
Should.
What alternative do we have?
The Reapers will reach the system regardless. But the Alpha Relay is their shortcut to the rest of the galaxy. If you want to keep the Reapers at bay, this relay must be destroyed.
There it is then. But again, should. What do you mean? Alright. Ain't nothing like an iffy elevator. Okay.
Go through the door at the end of that corridor to your left.
So what would it take to get the project back up and running?
Everything was in place when we were arrested. It wasn't a question of could we, but should we.
What alternative do we have?
The Reapers will reach the system regardless. But the Alpha Relay is their shortcut to the rest of the galaxy. If you want to keep the Reapers at bay, this relay must be destroyed.
In this whole game, these are the most iffy elevators. In this DLC, they are so weird. You've already seen why.
We have to get the project running again. It's probably the only chance we have.
One sec. Let me get the door. Commander Shepard, I give you Object Rho.
You have the Reaper artifact just sitting here? Out in the open?
When we found it, it showed me a vision of the Reaper's arrival.
Kenson, this is not good.
Give it a moment, Shepard. It'll give you the proof you need. I can't let you start the project, Shepard. I can't let you stop the arrival. Take him down!
There! Let's go!
I can understand them going for the dock. Alright, gotta get out this spot. What the f- Dude. You alright? You good? Oh my god. Okay.
Shield down!
Oh, they are not gonna let this happen. No. Hold up. Seems a little odd while I'm doing this. Only doing it this time. Oh God. I don't even know. No, it didn't glitch. Oh, again. Okay.
We have to get the project running again.
Oh,
It's probably the only
good.
chance we have.
Should have saved right then.
One sec. Let me get... When we found...
Kenson.
Give...
Won't let me save during combat. Thought they had me in front of the hangar door.
I can't let you start the project, Shepard. I can't let you stop the arrival.
You could let me skip this though.
Take him down!
There! Open fire!
Oh, they're doing me like that. All right. Well, you win. I hate when that happens. That's the first time I've actually lost that. Let's see, the way it goes, you can fight for a while. You'll eventually be taken down. The object itself is going to drop you. What I hate, though, is that there are lines you actually hear from the object.
We want Shepard alive.
We don't get to hear those now.
Like Shepard was waking up a moment ago. But it
Was
could
that
be
what
a
that
glitch in
was?
the system.
A glitch, you say?
No glitch. The sedatives aren't working. Security!
The armed one? Pitiful. Utterly. You know you're gonna die, right? Interesting. So they made it a point to keep me.
The project is almost complete. I thought I'd feel a sense of accomplishment, but instead, I feel dread. I can't help but think we're doing something terrible.
Well, that shows you shouldn't have had the object out as long as you did, dear doctor. Apparently, you didn't know what you were doing.
Security! I need backup in the med bay.
Yes, you do.
Engaging security.
Jesus.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Second I gain access to the mech, my stick starts to pull to the left.
Threat detected. Requesting assistance, ma'am.
Yeah, I think I got plenty of chances if push comes to shove around here. Serpentine, serpentine.
Critical offering damage, ma'am.
Sitting there dancing back and forth at me. You swear it was an actual person controlling that thing.
Shepard's escaped. All available personnel to the medical wing. Do not let him activate the project.
I'm gonna activate the project.
Shepard has been sedated constantly for 2 days now. We've had to increase each dosage. It seemed like Shepard was waking up a moment ago, but it could be a glitch in the system. No glitch. The sedatives aren't working.
Love it. They had to keep upping the dosages. Instincts knew better. I've got to get out of here. And apparently either my own will or something Cerberus did gave me more of a kick. And we'll see about this rifle. I don't know. Fine time with me to choose to use a new
I
weapon,
have to
but
get this asteroid moving and get the hell out of here.
When it's silent, when there's no one else around, I can hear it. Whispers in the back of my mind. I can't tell what they're saying. I spoke to Dr. Kenson about it and she seemed to understand. What the hell is going on?
yeah, it was gradual. Of course it was. And they never saw it coming, and by the time they finally did, this may also explain their confusion about me. Don't know. It kind of hits like the Revenant. Not as inaccurate, probably not as hard hitting. But that's alright. I hate that. It's like there's a slowdown sometimes. Like an actual stickiness. I didn't think Mass Effect 2 was supposed to have that kind of stickiness to it. Huh? It is what it is, bitch.
Shepard's past them. All personnel, get in there.
Yeah, we'll see. Next time around, we'll see. But right now, nah. Stick with the oldie but goodie.
Secure the project control room. Do not let Shepard in there.
Initiating maximum security protocol.
Fail to realize I'm getting in there. I don't care what you do. Ah, okay.
Shepard's in the living quarters. See him on project control.
Stop Shepard, now!
So the explosive was slightly behind me. I do love my angles.
Shepard is tearing us apart.
Regroup.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you face somebody who has convictions and far more deadly training.
Get in there.
Well, the power of stick drift, boy. Ah, okay, that explains that. Thinking about it, I knew exactly where I was and where I wasn't. So, don't know why I let myself be confused about that while I was backing away from the target. Alright. Sit right over there by your buddy. And there y'all go.
Kenzan's acting strange lately. Like she doesn't care about the project anymore. And I know I'm not the only one having those dreams. Reapers are coming, she says. But I'm not sure if I'm hearing fear or hope in her voice.
Yes. I cannot remember how much of these collectibles actually matter for the next game, other than story stuff, so, but at the same time I can't, like, not grab the stuff.
They've seen us.
Well, I mean, they saw me a minute ago. That's why they ran from that reception's desk. Or not desk, well, desk, table, same difference. No, I'm good. I would, but, you know, They didn't incorporate that one in this one. Alright, there went shields. Fantastic.
You won't get through here, Shepard.
What?
Taking fire.
Do a little knocking them out of cover from one end to the other, just exposing them to weapons fire. It is a funny and effective thing.
The longer we're here, the more I'm convinced that the project must be stopped. We simply don't know enough about what the Reapers want. It's foolish to assume that the Reapers mean doom for the galaxy. Legends say they've come through before, and yet life continues, doesn't it?
She's not wrong. And that's the trap about a problem like this. Little bits of truth laced throughout the lie/situation, making it that much harder to determine what is and isn't. Of course, she's still a fool, but I mean, it's not her fault. She's gone at this point. They may not have known about indoctrination at the time, but I don't see how they wouldn't have done any research. But they may have been exposed to the artifact longer than they knew they were. Ah, this is where I thought I initially was earlier.
Get in there.
Oh, Jesus. Where are you? There you are. Yep. I made her drop a grenade. Oh. Okay. There's a few of y'all. Alright. Come on. Come on, buddy. Sound like somebody caught some of that. hit her despite the fact that she's in thirst. To the dome. All right.
Welcome to Project Control.
I want to activate the project.
Warning. Activating the project will result in an estimated 305,000 casualties. Do you wish to continue?
Woo! Talk about a tight sphincter moment. There's no way the entire system evacuates in such a short time. Not all 300,000.
Warning. Collision with mass relay is imminent. Begin evacuation procedures.
But we'll do what we can.
Alert. All colonists living in the Bahak system. This is...
Shepard, no! Do you have any idea what you've done? You leave me no choice. If we can't stop this asteroid, it must be destroyed.
Tell me where to find Dr. Amanda Kenson.
Dr. Kenson is traveling to the reactor core module.
An ESO-core meltdown should do it. Because of you, everyone on this rock will be obliterated.
Not if I get to you first.
Well, Doc, you're going off deep end. Whoa. Not your fault, but the reality is the same. You were not finna hit me with that explosive and still be on your feet. No, sir. No, sir. If I'm getting knocked out of cover, you're joining me there, guy.
Don't try to stop me, Shepard. I have to do this.
Don't try to stop me, Smee. Try to stop me.
I've already activated the project. We can still escape this rock.
There is no escape. There's no redemption for what you've done. I will die, never having seen the Reaper's blessings, and you will just die.
Well,
damn it, kids.
Hackett will be every level of pissed off today. They didn't prep you all right. They should have told you not to fight me. You would have lived longer. Yep. And that's why you shouldn't have been one to do that. Should have been him. Held your position, you'd have been better off. Yeah, sure. Why not? You ain't that serious. Just thinking about some elaborate way of killing him. No need. It ain't that serious. And Shepard is trapped, you say? Dear Doctor, we'll see. You'll find I'm surprisingly resourceful for a grunt. But then you have to remind yourself, I am a Spectre as well. Nope, hold up. We will not be.
Safety protocols disengaged. Core temperature rising.
It's getting hot in here. Yep. That's what happens. You would like to, wouldn't you? Yeah, the Matic gets the job done. Quick, fast, in a hurry.
How do I stabilize the reactor core?
All automatic safety protocols have been overridden. To stabilize the reactor core, manually insert cooling rod A from this control station. Manually insert cooling rod B from control station B. Doing so will stabilize the reactor core. Cooling rod A reinserted. Reactor cooling process has begun.
And you didn't even think to blow up these cooling rods, huh, Doctor?
I need more time. Get in.
She needs more time. Get in here.
Got no shield!
Whoa. And that's what I mean about that shoulder swapping. I think in Mass Effect Andromeda you can. Cause good lord.
Plasma venting aborted.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Plasma venting in progress.
Yep. Lucky. Still? Caused some tail end of the explosion, that's why. You know, it's always good when your enemy can teach you things. Like Harbinger and his collectives. What can they teach you? Their biotics are very good at disrupting shields as well.
Destroy my shield!
Playing with my food. Would have been fine had it not did that. Oh, really?
Plasma venting aborted. Plasma venting in progress.
Shepard is in the maintenance area. Go.
It's funny because I don't usually play with my food. I must be in a particular kind of mood right now. It's too easy to get yourself killed doing stupid crap like that. Decided to take the brunt of the shots to his friend's kneecaps. That's true loyalty right there. He decided to use his face to my bullet style. He seems to like it. There we go. The drama.
They've seen it. Got no shield!
Whoa. Oh, I'm like, did I get him? The angles look like I did. Okay.
Warning. Access to the reactor area is restricted.
Alright, well, let's take unrestricted access. I don't think there's much more backup down here there, guy. You can hold that, though.
Security log overridden.
Yep. Oh, wow. So I did get him with one of those shots. Weird it didn't show up at first. I think it had some like weird delay. That or I just missed it visually. That was interesting. It sounded like somebody had fired over there.
We've been spotted.
It was kind of surprising. You think they would have had a mech or three? Yep.
Reactor temperature approaching critical.
Uh-huh. I wanna play with y'all a bit. Alright.
Taking heavy fire.
Whoa. I even hit my barrier. I don't know what was up with that. You should actually have been dead first from that shot of mine. So I don't know what happened there. That wasn't even from my choice. That was just out of nowhere. Gotcha. I survived entire rockets to the face. You think 3 soldiers using assault rifles is gonna cut through my barrier quickly? Do y'all know me? No, you didn't. Otherwise, you would never have been so quick to challenge me. but that is the way the Reapers want it. What the? Oh, registered the other dude.
Reactor temperature approaching critical.
But what if I don't want flame tech? Alright. Good lord. Once again, another one of them areas that's kind of iffy sometimes. It's because of such close proximity.
Cooling rod B reinserted. Reactor meltdown averted. Core temperature dropping.
You've done nothing, Shepard. I can still override power to the engines. Try to stop me.
I'll see you soon, honey. No. I gotta remind myself not to save on these elevators.
Step away from the reactor.
You've ruined everything. I can't hear the whispers anymore.
Turn around. Now.
You've taken
She
them
is
away
upset.
from me. I will never see the Reaper's arrival.
It is
All
literal
you have
pain to
do-
her. Not dealing with that. And of course, it's a dead man switch. There was enough of you to scream?
Imminent. Warning. Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent. Warning. Collision
Well.
imminent. Warning. Collision imminent. Warning.
Time to go.
Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent.
Joker, this is Shepard. I need a pickup. Now.
Communication system damaged.
Damn it.
Evacuation protocols in effect. All personnel report to escape shuttles.
Where can I find an escape shuttle?
Take the lift from this room to the external access. From there, proceed to the communications tower.
Oh
The
man.
remaining escape shuttles will be located on the tower's landing pad.
I have to get to that comm tower and take a shuttle. It's my only chance.
That's something I forgot. So 28 minutes. Do we have a bunch of indoctrinated people who leave here on escape shuttles? Yeah, that was gonna happen anyway, so I figured I'd just go ahead and interrupt her. But regardless of what you do, she still activates the bomb. You wait her out. She won't, like immediately, but she will a few seconds after. I think like you say something to her, or she says something to you, one of the two. Either way, well, here we are.
This
All
looks
right.
interesting.
I'm assuming this is trajectories. Probably where they come to actually map out the path. And then they activate the project, obviously, from where I was.
Warning. Alpha relay collision imminent. Evacuation is recommended.
We'll learn to evac from the, shuttle bay.
Alpha relay collision imminent. Evacuation is recommended.
I thought I just saw a shuttle a minute ago. All right. I needed that too.
Pressure in airlock.
Helmets. Yes, Sirski. That was weird. Decided to take that hit for your boy. Guess you took that one for him too.
The comm tower. Close to Normandy, listening.
See what I mean? Indoctrinated people just escaped. Eee. They gave me heavy ammo, might as well use it. Like wall hacks. Time for that. And the reveal. Yes, gorgeous. Alright, time to go. We're about to go smack real hard.
External comm channel open.
Shepard to Normandy. Joker, do you read me?
Oh, no.
Shepard, you have become an annoyance. You fight against inevitability, dust struggling against cosmic winds. This seems a victory to you. A star system sacrificed. But even now, your greatest civilizations are doomed to fall. Your leaders will beg to serve us.
don't know now. Apparently it's fine. I don't know what was happening with Twitch. Worst time. And what in God's name was that? Okay, yeah, Twitch is twitching.
Some humans are afraid that the Reapers are too powerful. But when the Alpha Relay breaks, everyone will see that we can fight the Reapers. And win. However insignificant we might be. We will fight, we will sacrifice, and we will find a way. That's what humans do.
Know this as you die in vain. Your time will come. Your species will fall. Prepare yourselves for the arrival.
He said the thing, Chad. He said the thing.
Commander Shepard, Normandy inbound for pickup.
Roger that.
Speaking from Joker. Interesting. Is he sick?
Get us out of here, Joker.
$300,000. 304,000 plus, actually, if memory serves.
Huh. Looks like you've recovered.
Admiral Hackett.
Sounds like you went through hell down there. How do you feel?
Am I tripping?
Fine. No more visions, if that's what you mean. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
You went out there as a favor to me. I decided to debrief you in person. That was before the mass relay exploded and destroyed an entire Batarian system. What the hell happened out there, Commander?
Some things and some stuff, Admiral, but so far, what have you actually heard?
Have you received any intel about what happened?
All I know is I sent you out there to break Amanda Kenson out of prison. And now an entire system is destroyed. I hope you could fill in the leap of logic between those two events.
It's finna get real uncomfortable, Admiral.
I confirmed Dr. Kenson's proof. The Reapers were coming, and destroying that relay was the only way to stop them. Kenson sedated me for almost 2 days. I started the engines with little more than an hour left. I tried to warn the Batarian colony, but time ran out.
The Batarians report no survivors from Aratat. At least you tried. And you believe the Reaper invasion really was a threat?
No doubt about it. We literally had minutes to spare.
I'm sure all the details are in your report. I won't lie to you, Shepard. The Batarians will want blood, and there's just enough evidence for a witch hunt. And we don't want war with the Batarians. Not with the Reapers at the galaxy's edge.
What are you saying?
You did what you did for the best of reasons, but there were more than 300,000 Batarians in that system. All dead.
Ease has nothing to do with it, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices. And sometimes those sacrifices have to be immense to make it to where other sacrifices don't happen. And unfortunately, but fortunately, at least this way, that's 300,000 Batarians the Reapers won't be getting.
They died to save trillions of lives. If I could have saved them, you bet your ass I would have.
You're preaching to the choir, Commander. If it were up to me, I'd give you a damn medal. Unfortunately, not everyone will see it that way.
Naturally.
So what do you suggest?
Evidence against you is shoddy at best. But at some point, you'll have to go to Earth and face the music. I can't stop it, but I can and will make them fight for it.
I didn't expect to see you aboard a Cerberus vessel.
I don't like Cerberus or the way they do things, but they brought you back to life, and they're actually doing something about the state of the galaxy. So for now, I can be friendly.
Interesting. It's interesting that he said that. Oh, okay, I see why he said it. See, at this point, if you do this DLC after you do the collector base, I guess because I gave him the collector base, he didn't say it, but he'd basically say, but this isn't really a Cerberus ship anymore now, is it?
Is the Alliance concerned about the Batarians' response to this incident?
Yeah.
Very. The
Just told
Batarians
you.
have been looking for an excuse to wage war on us since we showed up in the galaxy. If the Reapers invade, we need the galaxy to work together. If we're at war with the Batarians, the other races will be hesitant to give aid to either side.
Because in the end, the assumption will be that it's being used against the other side. Yep. Classic problem of stupidity. But of course.
Is the Alliance prepared for a Reaper invasion?
That's hard to say. It took multiple fleets and the Destiny Ascension to bring Sovereign down, and that was just one Reaper. If the Reapers come in force, we're just not ready.
Well.
Thank you, Admiral.
Do whatever you have to do out here. But when Earth calls, you make sure you're there with your dress blues on, ready to take the hit. In the meantime, you keep this. I don't need to see a report to know you did the right thing.
Yes, sir.
You've done a hell of a thing, Commander.
Yep. No way to say good, bad, or in between, but a hell of a thing. I'd have kept the report, though, if nothing else, it might have a story to read. And there that is. Dr. Amanda Kinson was rescued from a Batarian prison on the planet Aratot, and Shepard confirmed her proof of a Reaper invasion. Shepard was captured by Kinson, who had been indoctrinated by a Reaper artifact. Shepard escaped and activated the project, destroying the Alpha Relay and ending the Reaper invasion. Dr. Kinson did not survive. The Bahak system and all of its inhabitants were destroyed. Heavy weapon upgrade, or ammo, for another 90% altogether. Extra metal gel by 6 to 10% more health, bringing it up to 70% for Shepard. 18,930 credits, 1,300 EZO, and 1,050 palladium, 2,000 iridium. Cool. That's that DLC. That's the last DLC. Actually, that's the last bit of content for the game. So I figured, like I said, I'll knock out these last two codexes that I was looking at first. Oh, well, I guess that. Oh, right, Haystrom. I had already. This was after, before I had saved.
Cyclonic Barrier Technology, CBT, attempts to solve the higher-end limitations of traditional kinetic barriers. Traditional barriers cannot block high-level kinetic energy such as disruptor torpedoes because torpedo mass effect fields add mass. The CBT violently slaps aside rather than halting incoming linear force. By rotationally firing their mass effect field projectors, ships create rapidly oscillating kinetic barriers instead of static ones. Shooting through the CBT is like trying to shoot at a target inside a spinning ball. Significant drawbacks to current CBT configuration prevent its use on anything other than frigates and fighters. Its many high-frequency sensors and emitters require frequent maintenance and replacement. A partially damaged CBT can endanger its operator, who is surrounded by rotating mass effect fields skewing in unpredictable directions. However, if an emitter is damaged, the CBT becomes a traditional shield array, making it effective during opening volleys.
Nice. Just hoping that ends up being the result if we ever take damage.
Following the Battle of the Citadel, human and Turian volunteers conducted a massive 3-month recovery effort to clear the station's orbit of debris. Secretly, the Turian Office of Technological Reconnaissance volunteers were technology recovery specialists, salvaging the main weapon of the Geth flagship Sovereign and large amounts of its valuable Element Zero core. Contrary to popular belief, Sovereign's main gun was not a directed energy weapon. Rather, its massive Element Zero core powered an electromagnetic field suspending a liquid iron uranium tungsten alloy that shaped into armor-piercing projectiles when fired. The jet of molten metal, accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light, destroys targets by impact force and irresistible heat. Only 11 months after the battle, the Turians produced the Thanix, their own miniaturized version of Sovereign's gun. The Thanix can fire reliably every 15 seconds, rivaling a cruiser's firepower, but mountable on a fighter or frigate.
Nice. I forgot it's actually mountable on a fighter. But yeah. That is the Arrival DLC, children, and effectively the end of Mass Effect 2. Still need to find some point to go over all these separate codices, but I don't want you folks to have to sit through all of that. I'd rather just record it separately, post it up, and let y'all look through them if you want to. But as I said, that's the end of the Arrival DLC and the end of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition's playthrough on the Xbox Series X. Hard mode, of course. Well, Insanity, of course. If you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, just give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell, and follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And I guess you could say follow the links from my... I want to say my YouTube to get to my Discord, but if not that, just look for my Xbox profile for that. Or PlayStation, whichever you folks happen to be at. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you. Catch you in the next one.